Hi traders, thanks for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. This is Taylor and we're going to take a look at the major indexes here, starting off with the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, as well as the IWM Russell 2000, and I'm going to give my analysis and thought process, and you're going to walk away from this video with some newfound knowledge on technical analysis, as well as some profitable trade ideas here on these individual indexes that we're going to be covering. But first, if you're not already a member at thetradinganalyst.com, visit us on the homepage and get to know us a little bit better. Once you sign up with the membership, you're going to gain instant access to all of the profitable trade alerts that the current members are getting. It's a great place to discover low risk, high quality trades. We have verified performance. You can also see what some of the current members are saying about the membership. We'll see you in the membership. All right, so we're going to take a look at the S&P 500 here to start off. And I want to point out a couple of things here. So we were trading sideways here virtually since February. And you can see we didn't just go straight sideways, but essentially we traded sideways between this upper range and this lower range. Didn't go many places, okay? And then we saw another thing was this big dip here on this one day right here. This is the reaction to the FBI scandal with Trump right there. And you can see it took us a few days up here, and we were looking somewhat weak heading into this area, but then we broke over this resistance level. So not only did we break out of this extremely tight range, but we did so after making a big dip right here. So it just really showed the strength of the market. So as soon as it turned bullish and we broke over this resistance level right here, we mentioned that this was going to break out big time, and that's exactly what has happened. So when you trade sideways for about 3 months, like we did right there, and then break out of that range, really it's building up energy. So this is just building up energy for the next leg higher. Okay, so it's just kind of what we do when we're in a bullish market. Okay, so I'm going back here so you can see. So here we are, we headed higher right here, and then we needed to trade sideways a little bit before breaking higher. We broke higher, traded sideways a little bit, and then broke higher into this range right there. And then we traded sideways for a little bit and then broke higher there. So that's just how markets work, okay? They don't go straight up and they don't go straight down. They need to take breaks on their way up or down. So that's exactly what we were doing, and during those breaks you get stronger and you build up strength for the next move higher. Okay, it's just like running or lifting weights or anything like that. That's why people take breaks, is because they get stronger and they can come back and run harder or lift harder after those breaks. So same concept here for the market. So that's why we're breaking higher. And as far as levels here, we can expect this level about 24.15 approximately is going to be that level of support based off of this recent resistance right there. You can see there was about 4 days that we ran into that resistance level, so that's going to be that level of support. As far as resistance above us, well, we don't really have any. Not that we literally do not have any resistance above us, because this is at all-time highs for the market. So I believe the market is going to be headed much higher. We can expect at least about a 100-point move higher, because this was about a 100-point box right here. So 2400 to 2300 approximately is going to be that range. So about 2500 would be the target in the near term for the S&P 500. Obviously we can go much higher than that, but that's just kind of a conservative minimum target that I would expect to get hit sometime in the not so distant future. So we've already We've traded sideways here for quite some time. So now it's time for the breakout, and we're just in the early stages of that breakout. We've still got about 60 points higher, so definitely be looking for that on the S&P 500. So the Dow Jones, very similar here. I'm just going to briefly touch on it just because of how similar it is to the S&P 500. So really the main difference between the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones is that it took us this final day on this past Friday to break out to new all-time highs. That's really the only difference. The major support for the Dow is going to be this previous big-time resistance, which is right around 21,000. So 21,000 is going to be that level. If we somehow get some kind of a dip down to that level, that's going to be a major buying opportunity against that level. And here above us, we've got support right here, well above this level, but still below where we're at right now, around 21,128. So 21,128 is going to be that level of support, and that's based off of the highs here, here, and previously back here in the beginning of March. Next, we're going to take a look at the NASDAQ composite, and you can see just extremely bullish. You know, when the S&P 500 and the Dow were trading sideways during this period, remember March, right here, the NASDAQ was breaking out right here while the S&P and the Dow was trading sideways. You see the NASDAQ was breaking out right there. And as far as near-term levels, we can use this level as a level of support around 62.19. So 62.19, and that's based off of these previous highs right there and the previous low, or the open rather, of this day right here. So that is the near-term level of support. If we get any kind of dip down to there or even down to 61.72, that's going to be a buying opportunity. NASDAQ is extremely strong right here. Next, we're going to take a look at IWM. And IWM here broke over this resistance level. I remember we touched on this before. This is a big time resistance level. You can see we got rejected right there. And we mentioned most likely going to come down and retest these lows. That's exactly what happened. All right. So next, we broke over that resistance. We did so with some huge volume right there. And I want to point out we did have somewhat of a reversal candle right here. I don't necessarily think that this is going to be the the top four in the near term for the IWM Russell 2000, but it is something to note here. We do have resistance up here at about 141.30 based off of these previous highs. So definitely be aware of that as we move forward and the S&P 500, and the IWM moves higher. That's going to be our level of resistance above us. You can see it was resistance back here in February as well. We're just below that right there. So definitely pay attention to this level moving forward. So now that you've watched the video, we have a limited time offer for you. You've seen the results of watching these free analysis videos that we do for you. And you're probably wondering, how can you get these same results that we get at thetradinganalyst.com? And that's a great question. Well, we've designed a program, the Trading Analyst Membership Program, designed specifically for people like you. And in the program, you have the ability to look over the shoulder of a successful and profitable trader. In the program, you can literally trade from anywhere because the alerts are sent in real time directly to your cell phone. In the program, you're also going to gain full access to the private Twitter feed where you can get live insights into the mind of a professional trader. On the private Twitter feed, we also share the profitable trade alerts. I share analysis, and this is where you can ask me any question that you might have about anything at all in the market. In the membership program, you're also going to gain exclusive access to the daily member-only videos. The learning never stops in the membership program. In these daily member videos, we are going over potential trade alerts, watch lists, and we're discussing past trades so that you can learn from the successes and the mistakes so that you can become a better trader. So you're probably wondering, what is the price? And that's another great question. Well, next week, the prices for the membership program are going back up to $249 a month, or $899 for the annual membership. But right now, we have a limited time offer. For this week only, you can do the membership for $74 per month, or if you like, you can have a free 7-day trial for the annual membership. And you can cancel that membership anytime within those first 7 days, and you won't be charged anything. If you decide to stick around, which most members do, you'll be charged $468 for the entire year, which ends up being just $39 a month. And if you think about it, that's about the same amount that people pay for their coffee each month. So there's a great value here. And the best part is it's essentially risk-free to sign up, because the trial is free and you can cancel it at any time without being charged. So right now, you're going to take a look at what some of the current members are saying about the membership. This first one is from Ben Stevenson. And Ben says, the Trading Analyst membership program is exactly what I've been searching for. It's so exciting being able to say that I make money from the markets. I knew bits and pieces of information about options and trading, but nowhere did I find a membership program and an analyst as knowledgeable as Taylor is. This next one is from Chase Taylor. And Chase says, after jumping around from service to service, I finally found a home at the Trading Analyst with Taylor. He's amazing, and I feel so thankful that I stumbled upon his website. Everything happens for a reason, I guess. This next one is from Francisco Pinto. And Francisco says, I absolutely love the membership program. It's worth 10 times what I paid for it. I've been trying to turn a profit in the market for a while now and just couldn't do it. The Trading Analyst membership program was the very thing that I have to thank for turning my account profitable for the last 2 years. Thank you so much, Taylor. No, thank you, Francisco. So now, what do you do next? Well, if you're watching the video on the website, there's a button below the website and it says Join Now for Instant Access. What you're going to do is click that button to get started, and you're going to get immediate access to the winning profitable trade alerts, the private Twitter feed, the daily member-only videos, and so much more. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the program.